Hey there, what's good? Welcome. This is the Loud Whispers Pod, where we talk everything entertainment, worldwide news, of course, hidden perspective, unspoken facts, relatable truths, all on here.
You already know the gist.
You know who I do this with? The big mama with the big beard.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
How's your weekend been like? How's your day going? I mean, it's the Loud Whispers Pod, and we are always here to give you the bit and the bad. We're always here for you. It's a me.
Monday. Today, you give me Tupac vibes.
Today,
Give me one west side song. West side.
Today, dear, I'm for the West Life.
Hey!
Hey!
I see it. Anyway, guys. Welcome. I mean, Monday, have you had like bad experiences with, have you had a very bad customer service before that you felt like, okay, I'm not even going to be here anymore, I'm just leaving?
Oh, yes, especially in Ghana, several times. They don't know the word hospitality at all, especially when you have a business.
Preach.
But even before we come to that, Baby, how have you been? Please let me know. How's your weekend been?
I mean, I've been alright. It's just, I've just been following the anticipation and everything towards the elections, the interesting campaigns, the manifestos.
Oh, yeah, the rallies going on.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
And, I mean, at the end of the day, we would all, of course, vote for
someone.
Of course, someone. And someone would think, okay, would get things done.
Whether that someone helps you or not, it's between you and your God.
So your own business, right?
Oh, wow. My weekend has been an interesting one. Nothing much, but just interesting.
Interesting as hell. Tell us.
I think...
Producer, please pour us more things. But anyway...
Please, I want one.
Producer, for feeling my drink.
Thank you.
For feeling my
We appreciate
Cheers,
it.
baby.
Cheers. Hey, babe. My weekend has been real smooth. Nothing much.
Is that interesting? So I want to know what happened. Tell a series of events. Are you with some...
Some
Baby.
things are not meant for the public eye.
Oh, but still tell us.
So I'm gonna tell you in our chambers.
In the
But my
chambers.
weekend, all you need to know is that my weekend has been super, super amazing.
Great.
And I wasn't crying or anything. I was great. I was happy. I was like super, super, super duper jumping around and all of that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Your look says it all. You
You
had
see?
a very amazing weekend.
You can tell when we're against the mood.
Tupac Shakur.
We spending money.
Tupac.
We spending money.
Hey. What's side?
Shit.
Anyway, Sha. Well, my weekend, nothing really interesting. Just been-
Every day, nothing interesting. It's a week.
Next
I've clogged your.
It's true. I'm a boring person.
Every day, Sabi says nothing interesting. No, today you have to tell us in details how your weekend went.
I cook gobe.
Why you don't call me? You don't call me.
You dey like gobe? I had no idea. Next weekend is on gobe. Or we just start the gobe festival.
There's a Gobe festival going
No. I've not heard of any, but then we'll start the gobe festival.
Well, the festival I've heard of is where's this place? I heard the Suhum people are having this festival going around.
What's the name of the festival? You forgot it.
Yeah, I have, but I know they're having something going around there.
Okay.
Anyway, let me not forget to praise you. You look so beautiful today. You look like...
Oh, me?
You look like you fell straight out from an American movie.
Jesus, I beg. No carry me go where I don't know. But thank you. You look amazing
with
today.
the wet curls and the jean jacket. I mean, you're channeling that.
I'm channeling Taraji or Angela or Lupita.
More like Janet Jackson.
True.
Yeah,
Right. That fits. Anyway,
Anyway, have you had a business before? have you had workers? How is that going for you, or how did that go for you?
Right.
Did they destroy your business? Are you bankrupt right now because of your workers? If you are, tune in. This is a conversation for you.
But you know, a lot of businesses have collapsed because of staff.
Yeah.
Nonchalancy.
Lackadaisical. Did I
Ruffle.
pronounce it?
I don't know the Is it lackadaisical?
Lackadaisical attitude of
I could
workers.
be lying, baby, but I get what you mean. I think I've heard it
Anyway,
before.
Maka.
A lot of businesses have collapsed because of bad attitude from
Workers.
workers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the business sector.
Yes, I can really understand. There was a point where my businesses almost went down south because of more like things that you're supposed to do yourself, you can't do. So you hire others to do for you. And they're not even doing the things you are supposed to do yourself. So who is watching the business?
I mean,
at
it's
the end
a
of the day?
big job. You can't handle it yourself.
But sometimes, to be honest, business owners, small scale business owners especially, you should be really looking at your workers. It's not just when you start the business, but all the time, because there's a whole lot of things workers can do to you. They'll not just steal from you. They'll be rude to multiple customers that come to even inquire or even purchase your product.
I mean, just like about an hour ago, I just called a restaurant ordering food, and the person is so like nonchalant, like they don't even care.
It's very normal in this country.
Like, okay,
Ghana.
this is where we'll have it. So this is when the food will be ready. So if you want it, you can get it.
Yeah.
But you know, with this, there are other restaurants that you call and you actually say, and they are very few. They are not much in the system that you call and then they'll say, okay,
hospitality and food goes back to back. If you are a food vendor or you are even any vendor at all and you are not a hospitable person, you will lose customers, you will lose target market, and with that you will not make any sales or any profit, and it's gonna be normal for you.
Facts.
And the business will be too hard for you to continue. Facts. Especially when you're not even doing that yourself. You'd have to pay workers, and these same workers are just bringing you down. But anyways, we'll get into that. Just.
No, I mean, what can you say? But aside, you having your own business, have you been to a place where you've experienced that? Because, I mean, I can talk about hospitals, nurses. I remember, like, a very bad experience. So my brother was very sick.
Nurses, it's not their work. They feel like they're doing you a favor. So
is their work?
Excuse them.
Yeah, they are paying money, so they pay for it.
They feel they are doing you a favor. So you
heads.
have to excuse them when it comes to that.
No, but like it's still very bad.
It's very bad.
Because there's no way, I'm talking about my experience. So my brother was very sick, like on the verge of, on the formidable. But then we got there, she was on her phone. My dad got pissed. Like the boy was literally, she was like,
at the end of the day, she get a paycheck. What the hell is your brother's concern to
fired her. Like, I got really pissed. Really pissed. Like, somebody is sick, we've brought the person to the hospital, you're sitting on your phone. If it was your relative, how would you feel about this?
Yeah, so inconsiderate sometimes. You rarely go to a hospital and you even see a nurse being kind to you or nice to you.
And you know the irony of life. You when you go to hospital, you see on the walls, stigmatization is not allowed.
Can you imagine? And they always do the same things they are
preaching about.
Yeah, thank you very much. And it gets draining sometimes, because
absolutely.
Why would you see someone you recognize and want to give the person attention when someone who is just a stranger, who is paying for the same services, or the person you know might not even pay for anything, but who is paying for the same services that you yourself have put up to earn something for yourself, and you keep treating the person like you're doing them a favor? My dear, you're not doing anyone a favor.
It's crazy. Then we stand up and complain about unemployment. Because our attitude is actually sinking a lot of businesses.
That's why I said this is a really triggering matter. I want to get about first the gist. Have you heard of Australia banning 60-year-olds?
Yeah,
from the social media.
Yeah, of course.
Comes back to topics we have talked about in our previous episodes: bullying and suicide. People are committing suicide because of bullying.
So I mean, aside the fact that you are like working and getting salary, but shouldn't you, like as a person, have like some sympathy? Because you see the boy, like he's on the verge of, and you see them, and then you are nonchalant on your phone, like put him somewhere. I'm like, so like we really had to go like back and forth with the nurse, and then one other nurse came in, and then she saw to us, because it would have ended like very bad.
Like, imagine someone really dead as sick, not having enough time, and you're just going back and forth with the nurse. Anything could have happened within that back and forth period. What if the person just passed out, or I don't know, God forbid, passed on? That would have been crazy. You as a nurse, you should lose whatever privileges you have to work in such a emergency state industry.
That's something. Aside you being a nurse, you see somebody that at least you want to do something to help, especially if you're a professional in that field.
Some of these people that they hire, they are not you're all trying to survive. They're all trying to survive. At the end of the day, it's not about your business they care about. They are trying to survive. As long as they know they'll get paid at the end of the month, they are okay. And that's why I respect some of these entrepreneurs or these small scale business owners that they call them wicked people, but I actually think, the same way you want to use your mind for the business owner, they are also using their mind for you.
But why do they call them wicked though?
Because they set out boundaries, or they set out
for the employees.
Yeah, for the employees. So you do your work well, that deserves your pay. So at the end of the month, if you've not done any kind of work that deserves the kind of pay you're
then
paid,
that's good.
Then you can go away.
Because you should be like, reward.
Because why should you be paid when you've done nothing? No, it doesn't work that way. Same way, if you are doing your all, you should be paid. So we don't encourage employees.
I really wish like businesses that operate that way. Because if you say, well, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you have to pay salary anyway. So whatever you do, you get paid. It should be they should monitor. So they should monitor whatever movement you do. You take. Your conversation with customers.
Kindness, to take you far,
you
even in your businesses.
End up injecting people the wrong medication and stuff that claims your lives.
There are even doctors that go around diagnosing you with cancer when you definitely don't have cancer.
Like the issue of that musician, Koda.
Really?
He was giving you like wrong medication. He was taking it for 6 months.
Damn. He passed away. That's so sad.
Oh, you don't know that guy?
Yeah, I know him very well. The gospel musician in Ghana. I know him very well. That's very, very sad.
But I mean, let's even move out of the medical field. Restaurants.
Where hospitality is needed the most.
Food. You order for food. You wait for 2 hours.
Because I don't know. Don't forget the time you ordered it to. It's very important. Let's say you order something around 7 a.m. It makes sense that you wait for 2 hours if it's not 24 hours for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't order food at 1 or 12 and you tell me that, I don't know, you have to wait 3 hours or 2 hours. The 2 hours is just PR. They're just trying to make you calm down. Because you realize with the delivery and everything, it would take more than 2 hours to get here.
True. Even so, you would say, 2 hours will work for me. But in reality, we are talking about 3 or 4 hours. It wouldn't get here in 2
hours. So why all these petty mistakes, petty not being transparent and telling lies, is all gonna affect your business, because you don't work with just Ghanaians here, you work with foreigners too. You work with people that don't tolerate this kind of
from their country, they've seen top. So this is like a very bad representation of your country
and of yourself.
Because they'll go out and say customer service in Ghana is so terrible. You order food, blah blah blah, this that.
And let me tell you the power of reviews and advertising. You know why? Even I've realized, even with the elections going on, they've started tapping into the power of advertising. Have you realized they're actually doing more?
They are really advertising.
That's the power of reviews and advertising. The moment one person, fine, maybe not everyone on social media is relevant, but the moment one relevant person or even more relevant people talk about your business, people are going to look into it.
Me, if I buy anything, if I use any site, first thing I go, rotten tomatoes, I would go and check the reviews. And
Yeah,
the reviews is like
the reviews. Yeah, before I even order from anywhere.
To use your service or buy your
For
product.
real. You just said something so factual.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and check your reviews. The moment I see that out of 10 people, you're getting 6 out of 4.
Bad
Or
customers.
I ain't doing that.
So we really
I ain't
need to
putting
do
myself
better.
in that shit.
We really need to do better.
Yeah, we
As
need
people,
to.
My company is collapsing. This, that. Have you checked your staff? And some people also set up business and just leave it. Okay, come and be the manager. Come and be come and be a salesperson, whatever. And then you just leave it. They don't
Especially
monitor the whole thing.
Especially those people that inherit or the heirs or the heir of a certain company, or your father has just left you some inheritance to take care of. Oh, those people, they just hire people, and if you don't get good people at the end of the day, they end up destroying the business totally. Example, I'll use the chocho industry, because as much as they are compared to before, chocho was something else.
What was that?
Chocho.
Like chocho soap and cream.
And they even have chocho hospital.
Ah, really? They even had a
At
hospital?
home, yes. I'm telling you the facts.
So now it's not in business.
It's slow. You go there, everywhere is slow. You barely see patients
really
in there. That's what I'm saying. Chocho is an OGO. Chocho should be like Frito by now. You see how Frito has still kept on there.
I'm like, hey, yeah.
I'm telling you,
them in the market in a while.
For real, and it's all because of these little things. Sometimes you employ people who can't even take care of your finances well. They are stealing from you. They are doing this. They are doing that. My mom, she has a catering business. She had a whole ass restaurant, not just one, but 2. And because of workers and this kind of attitude, she had to close down. I want
us to let's try to be a little let's come to reality. What would you say facilitates this kind of behaviors from workers? You think employers also have to do something? Because sometimes I feel like if you don't treat employees well, they are work towards your business will definitely change.
As much as that's there, I believe in there are employers who legit take advantage of employees. Yes. Let's not dispute the fact that yes, that's there, but that's not what we are talking about today. We are talking about an employer that gives you accommodation without taking from your salary. We are talking about an employer that feeds you without taking from your salary. We are talking about an employer that wants to make sure you're good so you can work better for them. We are talking about an employer that literally doesn't stress you out. Because some people, when you travel from a very far place and you come, even accommodation they'll give you, they'll take it out of your salary. By the end of the month, you have nothing.
But in as much as we're talking about good employers and all that, I really want us to look at factors that can contribute to employees acting like they don't really care about your business. Because if you are working Monday to Sunday, there's no off day. Maybe I'm working 9-10 hours in a day. 12 hours. Some people even work almost 24 hours.
Yes, there are cases
I will
like
be
that.
tired.
But why
comes in?
Because most employees, they only care about the money they are putting out. The money they are putting out, no matter how small big it is affecting them more than you is affecting the employee. So if you know that you can't work 7 days a week, or you can't work for a whole week, you shouldn't. I can't work for a whole week.
But maybe they need a job.
Yes, but then why would you put yourself into something you can't do?
Even though they are going to be tired along the line, they will feel exhausted and all that, they still have to take it anyway.
At the end of the day, you took it. So why not just meet the expectations of what you took?
But it's not easy like that.
It's not. But at the end, you still need the money. Making money is not easy. Because I don't believe in going into something that you don't know what you signed up for. You always have to know. Sometimes if it's now that they are adding more things to your job that you are not supposed to do, that's when you have to speak up. Hey, but this wasn't the agreement from the beginning.
And then they sack you.
And they sack me because at that point it's better than me diminishing my character or my beliefs.
Like there are a lot of things that can go wrong with employees, bad behavior, bad customer service, and all those things. But I really want us to explore some potential effects these kind of things can have on us. individually as a company and as a nation at large?
Your work or your business, or they're just being very lazy and nonchalant about what you do, it's going to decrease your efficiency. It's going to
reduce productivity.
Yeah, it's going to reduce productivity and your efficiency in the business. There are a lot of other consequences, but
it can even lead to you closing down the business. There are a lot of businesses that have closed down.
That's what I was even about to get. At the moment you reduce efficiency and productivity, you're going to lose clientele, you're going to lose target markets, you're going to be seen as not serious. It might not come from you, the owner, straight.
I think I was at this boutique once, and I think their boss told them to close at 9 p.m. The girl closed at 7:30. She said 7:30 she's out of there. Exactly. So what if maybe you put on like your social media handles that you close at 9 p.m. Maybe I'm from work and I pass by at 8:30.
Exactly.
And then you are closed. The boss doesn't know they've closed though.
Exactly. And then with some things like this, let's say I'm a friend of the owner of the business, or forget friend, I mean just a bitter ass, sore ass,
petty,
very petty.
I'll call your boss.
I'll call you out.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that you said you're closing 9:30 on Google or on the internet, but then I come at 8 and then you are not around? I'll make your life a living hell.
Being tough doesn't necessarily mean wicked.
And there are some clients just like that. So at the end of the day, the uncomfortable remarks the owner of that small scale business is going to get, and how they're going to feel because of what they've invested into that particular business. You think the worker is going to feel the same way?
They don't give a shit.
They don't.
Move to the next company. You know, when you say you're like always sucking them, it also it's a lot of money for recruitment to begin. It's a lot of money. You now go for new staff, wait for some time. You sack this person, maybe 5 or 2 people in a day. You have to wait for some time. So it means productivity would definitely decrease.
Definitely.
You get it. So there's a lot of risk involved. We have to do better as people.
The same way they're having the patience for you, you should have the patience for them.
Right.
It's 2 ways. It's not just one way.
They say, in hospitality business, they always say that the customer is always right, but sometimes
it's not true.
It gets too much.
It's not true.
The fact that I'm providing a service or I'm selling a product does not necessarily mean that you need me, I need you.
Some of you are Karens. You know where Karen is?
A Karen, yes. They'll start shouting and crying.
Some of you are. Everything is just a 2-way street. And you'd have to
customers and employees. It's actually even a 3-way street. Employees and employers, right? And I'm saying it's a 3-way street. Let's go back.
So at the end of the day, you realize that it's always a 2-way street. When you're an employee, you do what you have to do. When you're an employer, you do what you have to do. Don't wait for your employees to come complain or show some foolish attitude before you try
it's even a 3-way street. As much as employers can be bad, employees can also be nonchalant towards customers. Customers also play a very important part. The fact that you need a service doesn't mean you just call.
And the fact,
do this for me.
And the fact that they say every customer is right
no.
business or food business or whether they're selling something or not doesn't mean you go somewhere and act like a Karen or you act like a human being with no empathy or no brains. It doesn't work that way.
Some customers can be so rude. So this even reminds me, we were at a restaurant at Osu. I can't even mention their name. And this guy came. I think he came from the States. He said he wanted granite soup first. They brought it to him. This guy put his hand in the soup. No, this ain't what I wanted, bro. What the hell you mean? Take this fucking shit away from me.
Well, what have they been serving you in the States?
I cannot be a customer. I will throw the soup on your head. This is not about me being violent.
I don't have patience.
But there are people there. And the fact that I'm a waiter, a waitress, does not mean that you're a customer and you're paying me. At the end of the day, I'm providing a service. You're also paying money for that service. So you need me and I need you. So as much as employees, some can be so
nonchalant,
inconsiderate and everything. Employees can also be nonchalant. Customers, you guys should also learn to have empathy. Have respect. The fact that the person is offering a service or selling a product
doesn't mean you're higher than them.
No, they are doing your job and you need it.
You need it. It's a service that they are doing onto you, and you don't even know why that person is even working there at that particular moment. See, not everyone that works at places is a pop-out, or not everyone that works at a particular place doesn't have money on them. You don't know the shit people
I even
go
have
through
a problem with that
on a day-to-day basis. People go do shit on a day-to-day basis. If you can show some respect, stay in your house, cook yourself, do whatever you can.
What I'm even saying is that I'm always of this belief. Whether you're rich, you're poor, middle class, whatever it is, I would give you the same respect you give to me.
For real.
The fact that you don't have money or the fact that you're rich doesn't mean I'll give you a different treatment than those. No. It shouldn't be like that. The person doesn't have to be a pauper. The person doesn't have to be a maid for you to belittle them. Then if you are rude to the waiter, it means you can be rude to me.
Yes, because even if you work for me, I'll show you respect. You might not be my friend per se.
No.
But I will show you respect. Respect me. Hey, I can show you. But the moment you show me that I'm a fool for showing you respect, it's a whole different person you get,
when
baby.
you go low, be sure that I'll go to hell. You understand that?
I'll go way lower.
Yes, when you go low, I'll go to hell. So I mean, at the end of the day, we have to do better to keep businesses running. Employees, you have to do your job. Employers, pay your employees, give them incentives.
So they won't steal from
bonuses. 13th month. I don't even hear of 13th month in Ghana here. I really hope we can incorporate all those things into the business sectors and encourage employees to work. And you to, when they encourage you to work, you to give in your ads, your effort, give in the passion, so the employer know that And customers also, what you also call, be nice. Be nice.
Be nice until you are given a reason not to be.
I like that. When you go low,
go lower.
Okay.
No, I like that. Go to hell.
Go to hell. Mm-hmm.
It means that the last crash to the hellfire, there it is. No, don't go anywhere else. Just go lower than the load they gave you.
You can't shame the shameless.
Never. And at the end of the day, as long as you are investing, as long as you're inputting something into it, my dear, make sure you get what you want.
Right.
Customer, employee, employer, you are all investing into something. So at the end of the day, you have to get what you want.
Right.
If you don't, just like what I did here, then we jackpot you.
What's up? Where did you come from? Come and take me here. I've not even moved.
You did here. We did here. So you go fit take me. I just want to make it easy.
But you said this one they move in 7 now.
No, this be diagonal.
So this not the oh shit.
This be 7. They look like horse.
So how do I take you out?
I told you.
I've taken her out also. Guys, so this is the Loud Whisper Show.
You know how we do it.
How we roll, you know the drill. We talk about entertaining stuff you can relate with, hidden perspective, all of that. You don't get that anywhere. You get it right here on the Loud Whisper Show. My name is Isabi, and I did this with the big mama with
the big.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, it's still Loud Whispers.
And we'll see you.
We will.
Same day next week. Cheers to a new episode, baby.
Cheers, babe.
Bye.